welcome back to my channel. Thank you for returning. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for being here. Now today we're going to be doing something that's a topic that so many people conversate about, so many people hold grudges, and that's what I want to talk about. Life is too short to be holding grudges about what a person felt or what they feel, how they was raised, how they anything in life. We have to understand that sometimes people are raised a certain way. People do certain things because that's what you call learned behavior. And that's what you call it. And that's all it is. So sometimes people may act a certain way because this was the way they were raised. This is the way they was brought up. This is the way their perception of life or whatever they went through in life. You have to leave people alone. But sometimes when people get older, they do understand they're wrong and they do correct their wrong. And I think we as people should leave things alone, and we should sometimes move on. And either you forgive a person or you don't. If they continuously making the same mistakes or making these racial marks or comments, then yes, you can understand that you like, well, I'm not going to have no dealings with a person. But sometimes we have to understand that life is learned behavior. Either you learn from your environment or you learn from your home. Today I am going to be doing a review on Jeffree Star's palette. And like I said, I think it's time for people to, when people are younger, they make mistakes, they say things, they do things in their formative years. They have not matured. And I think it's important for us as people is that you don't hold grudges against people, or you kind of like, if people are the way they are, you just leave that person the way they are. And sometimes, like I said, behaviors are learned. Either you learn it from your home or you learn it from your environment. And you have to understand that. I'm going to do a tutorial on Jeffree Star palette. Now, Jeffree Star did a palette. I think the packaging is very beautiful. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show it to you. Yes, I'm going to be able to show it to you. I have to bend it a little bit. It has 30 different shades. And these are all beautiful. Looking at all it is, the nice summery colors. You have fall colors, you have winter colors, you have the summer colors up here, the spring. I'm gonna definitely try a look with this palette. I did swatch a few at, I bought my palette at Ulta Beauty. I forgot how much I paid. I think I paid like $35, $40 for it, but I did purchase it at Ulta. Also, he has his Jeffree Star Morphe brushes. I did pick up the Jeffree Star brush in number 13, which is a crease brush. I also picked up Jeffree Star Blunt Packer brush, which is like one of these flat brushes. So picked up his number Jeffree Star 6 Blender Blush, which is one of these. So I'm gonna try to create a look with his palette, his eyeshadow palette. Like I said, I think it's beautiful. I think it's the colors are pigmented. I'm just gonna swatch a few of the shades for you so you can understand what I mean that the shades are pigmented. Okay, so let me just swatch a few. Swatch that orange shade here. Let me put some on my hand. This is the orange. I'm gonna swatch this pink looking color. Okay, some of the colors that I like. I'm gonna dip into this green. I'm gonna show you the colors that I'm dipping into. I'm just wiping my hands off as I go. I'm wiping my hands off as I go. And I'm gonna dip into that lime green. Okay, so I dipped into this orange shade here. I dipped into this peach shade, and I dipped into both green shades at the bottom. And you can see, Very pigmented, as you can see. Do one eye on camera and one off camera so that we don't spend too much time, so that you can see the shade. We're gonna not spend too much time, but I wanna show you his palette and we try it out. I'm gonna use the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Fawn, and this is just to prime my eyes, okay? So what I always say, I'm looking at you, but I'm looking at myself, okay? So this is what we're gonna do. I'm going to use the Jeffree Star number 6 blender brush to blend in. If I can get it out. Okay, I got it out. Fighting with the package. Okay, I'm going to first go into, I'm going to use this shade here. The shade here. So this shade, and yeah, let me go through some of the shades for y'all, the name. So we have Welcome Back to My Channel, 1985, Honest Truth, Boss Angeles, Pink Fleet, Calabasas, Don't Know Her, Nate, Drive Through. So I'm going to go into Boss Angeles, which is the names is crazy. I'm going to go into this name here, and I'm going to put a little bit here. This color here, which is Boss Angeles, and I'm going to put that in my crease, okay? So don't forget, I'm looking at you, but I'm looking at myself. I'm not a fan of this brush, but I think his brush costs $6 or $8. It's not like a Morphe brush, so, but I'm not a fan of the brush. I have Boss Angeles. Now I'm gonna go into the shade, I'm gonna go into Hi Dude. This brown back down here. Now this brown is pigmented. I'm gonna show you what I mean, because I swatched that in the store. Now, I know that's pigmented, so I'm gonna place that in my crease. As you can see it there. Look, I'm gonna place that in my crease. That you have to be careful with. Like I said, I'm not a fan of this brush. I don't think it blends out really well, but I'm making it work. That's what we do here, we make it work. Now what I'm gonna do, because I know that these shimmering colors, I'm gonna go into Custom Rims, which is these shimmering colors, Custom Rims, this one here, and I'm gonna just place that with my finger. I think it will apply better if I put it with my finger. With shimmering colors, I do notice that if you use them with your fingers instead of a brush, they do apply better. So I'm gonna use this color here and I'm gonna apply it to my lid. It's called Custom Rims. It's like a silver color here. And I'm gonna apply that to my lid. And I'm gonna use my finger to do that. As I know that it would apply better with my finger. I was just trying to put that in with the black. That's pretty. And the black color on that is called Fast Lane. And I just applied a little bit, I'm sorry. I got so into like the color being so pigmented. And I'm just placing that into my outer V. And then I'm gonna drag it into my crease just a little bit. Just to give me like a little definition. Its palette is pigmented, and I think I'm gonna finish the rest of this offline. I'm gonna do my other eye and I'll clean it up and then I'll come back online. But it's very important that we continue to move forward. We as a group of people, we harm and hurt each other. And it's not okay for us to do that with each other. It's not for any race to offend another race. I don't care what race and nationality or ethnicity you are. It's never okay for anyone to offend another person. Yes, you should hold people accountable for things, but it's not okay to keep revisiting things every time that something comes up. So I will be back and I will continue with my final opinion of the Jeffree Star palette. Morphe X Jeffree Star. Okay, I will definitely come back with my opinion of it. Stay tuned. Okay, I completed the rest of my look offline. I am back. All I did was do some eyelashes and did my left eye. So I'm gonna say that this is a beautiful palette. Like I said, it's 30 shades. This is a beautiful palette, very beautiful, and be for 4 seasons. To me, it could be, you can get some of everything out of this palette. I think it's just gorgeous. Like I said, the names are unique. You know, Boss, Los Angeles. And he just have a lot of great names to it. But again, it's a great palette. I had very little fallout with any shimmering you get. With any shimmering shades, there's always a little bit fallout. And sometimes there's a lot and sometimes there's a little bit. But with his palette, I would have to say there's minimum fallout. Everything is, you know, to the point, right on time. Going forward, we cannot hold people accountable for the things that they learned in their environment, or whether it was their home. Wherever you spend your most time at is what behaviors you will learn. And this is just facts. This is not nothing made up. This is facts. If you spend a lot of time in your home where it's negative or positive, you're going to come out either or. There's good and bad in every race. Every race. Not the same person that I was when I was 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm not the same person. Thankful for my knowledge. I'm thankful for my wisdom. I'm thankful for the things that I'm aware of. And sometimes you can be oblivious to certain things. Sometimes you do things intentionally or unintentionally. But it's absurd to hold a person accountable for the things that they did in their youth. When we're continuing to grow, we are adults. We will continue to grow. We will continue to change, whether it's good, bad, indifferent, or ugly. We will continue to change, and you will continue to see things, whether it's bad, good, indifferent, or ugly. There's going to be points in our life that you may offend someone with their race. You may offend someone with their sexuality, with their preference, with their gender. And if someone was to hold me responsible for something that I did in my 20s and 30s, I'm still growing. And I think that who summed it up best was Gucci Mane, when he said, he was appreciative that people allowed him to apologize for the things that he have done in his life. And moving forward, he was able to get there to apologize, to be apologetic to them, and they was able to forgive him and to move forward. That's what life is all about, growing. If you're not able to forgive a person, then you're not growing, because that's what life is all about. Life is all about growing, moving forward. We have to continue to work on ourselves. With that being said, I think this is a beautiful palette. I think he did an excellent job with this palette. Jeffree Star, if you're watching my video, kudos to you. Congratulations to you with a beautiful palette with the names of out of this world. If you liked my channel, if you like what I said, if you like this video, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification button. Let's hit the thumbs up. And again, like we always say, let's make it do what it do.